Hello students, I am a Dr. S.M. Bhatti. The objective of this video is to find coefficient of correlation for the given data. Let's see first example. Find coefficient of correlation for the following data. Look at the data. The first row is a first row, and first row represents value of x and second row represent corresponding value of y. Now from this given data we have to make a table. This table contains first column as a x, so whatever the value of x we have to write those values of x in the same order column wise, and then you have to take column sum. So here 10, 14, 18, 22, 26, 30, same numbers here in the same order: 10, 14, 18, 22, 26 and then finally here 30. Then you have to take the second column as a 18, 12, 24, 6, 30, 36. You can see at 18, 12, then 24, 6, 30 and 36, and add all these values of y. That means take the column sum. So if you take column sum, you will find here 126. So 126 represents summation y. Now here is a 20, 26, but here I have written 16, but sum is correct. So by mistake I have written here 16. It should be 26, but the sum is right as 120. Now next column is x. Next column is for capital X, and this column actually stands for deviation of x from the x bar. You have to take deviation of these x from the x bar. Now you have to understand x bar. You have to find the x bar separately. How do you find the value of x bar? Summation x, that is 120 upon 6. So 12 upon 6. 126 upon 6 will give you value of x bar and y bar. Right? So you have to take deviation of each x from the x bar, and from this column sum you can calculate x bar, because x bar equal to summation x upon n, and from this column sum 126 you can calculate the value of y bar. Y bar is summation y upon n. N is 6. So here you can find x bar is 20 and y bar is 126 upon 6. That became 21. That means y bar is 21. So each x minus x bar, that is each x minus 20 will give you this column. Now how to develop the column for capital Y? Each y minus y bar. Y bar is same, it is a 21, but here y is changing: 10, 14, 18, 22, 26, 30. So each x minus 21. Each x minus 21. Then you take capital X whole square, because capital X is a known. So take square of each capital X. So minus 10 square 100, minus 6 square 36, minus 2 square 4, 2 square 4, 6 square 36, and so on. Similarly, develop this column for y square. Column for capital Y is known. So take square of each entry, make a square of each entry. Minus 3 whole square 9, minus 9 whole square 81, 3 whole square 9, minus 50 whole square 225, 9 whole square 81, and so on. After that you have to take the xy whole square, x into y. This column is for capital X, this column for capital Y. So multiply respective capital X and capital Y and put here. So minus 10 into minus 3, 30. Minus 6 into minus 9, so 54. Put it here. Minus 2 into 3, minus 6. 2 into minus 12, minus 30, and so on. So remaining into here. And then you have to take column sum. So you will find column sum of x is always 0. Column sum of y is always 0. column sum of x square is here 280. Column sum of y square can be obtained. It is a 630, and column sum of product xy is a 252. Remember, we have to use this column sum. When you make calculation, we need this column sum. Now we know formula for x bar. I have explained that before. X bar is 1 upon n summation x, that is 120 upon 6, that is 20. You have to you have to obtain before writing this third and fourth column. This is third column, this is the fourth column. First you must obtain x bar and y bar. X bar is 20, I have explained. Y bar has this formula, and you will find it is a 21. Here again, here is a 126, but I am by mistake, it is a 120 printed here. But anyway, it is a 21. A y bar definitely became 21. Then we have formula for r. Formula for r is a summation xy upon under root of summation x square summation y square. Now you can see this, actually this column is for xy, capital X into capital Y. So this 252 actually stand for summation xy, and this you have to write in numerator, that is numerator here 252. Then here under root of summation x square summation y square. This column is for x square. So this column sum is here 280, and this 280 represents summation x square. So we have to put that entry here 280 into summation y square. Now this column is for y square. You can see different, we have 6 values of y square, and adding all those 6 values here, we can find the sum. The sum is here 630. So this sum 630 represent summation y square. So that value you have to put here, and when you simplify this expression using calculator, you will find it is a 0.6. That is value of r is 0.6. That means we can make comment on the relationship between x and y. We can say that relation is a positive, and relation between x and y is a good relation, because if r is a 0.6 means relation between x and y is good. It is a positive type of relation. Now we'll see second example. Now here is second example. Calculate Pearson's coefficient of correlation between price and supply of commodity from the following data. So here first row gives you price, and second row will give you supply. So prices are given in rupees, while supply is given in kg. Now if okay, it's a prices can be shown by the variable x, and supply can be shown by variable y. Already it is given in the problem. Otherwise you can take prices as a x and supply as a y, and we have to construct the table just like a last example. Now the first column is for x. You can see first column is for x, second column is for y. So write the value of x in the order present in the problem, and also you must write the value of y in the same order. Then you take the column sum of first column, and then you take column sum of second column. The column sum has been shown with the red pen. For first for x we have 215. For y column we have column sum 323. So this is this represents summation x, while this number represents summation y. So from summation x and summation y, we have to find x bar and y bar. Now what is n here? We have to count how many x are present here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 9, 10. So we have different, we have 10 values of x. See, we have 10 values of y. Means n became 10. So Using n and using summation x, you calculate x bar. Using n and using summation y, you must calculate y bar, right? And from x bar and y bar, we have to develop the third and fourth column. This is a third column. Third column is for each x minus x bar. What is fourth column? Fourth column is for capital Y, and capital Y is each y minus y bar. And you will find these two columns sum always 0. Then this next column, that is x square column. This column is capital X. This column is capital X square. This column is for capital Y. This column is for capital Y square. This column is for capital X into capital Y. Don't confuse between small x and capital X here. We are given small x and small y, and using x bar and y bar, we have developed a capital X bar and capital Y bar, and from these two columns we have developed the capital X square column, capital Y square column, and capital X into capital Y column, and each column sum is required here. We have to calculate summation x capital X square, we have to calculate summation capital Y square, and we have to add all capital X into capital Y values, and that summation stand for summation capital X into capital Y, and using these values we can calculate value of R, that is coefficient of correlation. Now here x bar, we know formula of x bar, it is 1 upon n summation x, and that is a 215 upon 10, that is a 21.5. After completing first two column sums, that is the first two columns, you have to find x bar. Then this is a formula for y bar, and using the second column you can calculate y bar. Now this is a formula for R, summation xy upon under root of summation x square into summation y square. Put all the three values here and simplify, you will find this value of R, and R is here 0.922148. You can see the value of R, it is a positive, and because it is very close to 1, so we can say that relation between small x and small y, that is price and supply, is excellent. Now we will see third example where we are given n is 6, summation x minus 18.5 as a minus 3, summation y minus 50 is 20, and some other equations are also given. And now you have to take here u as a x minus 18.5. You have to take this quantity as a u and this quantity as a v. Okay, and so that you can get u bar is 0 and v bar is 3.33, and using this formula you can calculate value of R, and you will find that value of R is minus 0.9395. That means relation is negative, right? It's a negative correlation, and value of R is very close to minus 1. So your relationship is a worse, very bad. For making this video, we have taken help from these two books. So that means these two are references. Thank you very much for watching this video completely.